Hello everyone. Welcome to our Compass dashboard demo. Compass is an easy-to-use analytics tool for online stores. It helps you discover new revenue opportunities, identify your store's strengths and weaknesses, and use your data to drive critical decisions. Effectively, we help you confidently make data-driven decisions to grow your business. Compass insights include unified analytics across all your e-commerce data, performance benchmarks across similar stores, and personalized recommendations to boost your store's performance. So, let's dive in and I'll show you how to get the best out of your Compass dashboard. Welcome to the Compass dashboard and our revenue channel report. The revenue channel report allows you to track and compare how your different revenue channels perform, both in terms of volume and quality. By hovering here and clicking, you can access your weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly report. For this store, we can see that they have a Shopify online channel as well as PayPal. For your store, you may also see Shopify Plus or POS, BigCommerce, Magento, Stripe, or Amazon Seller. For this store, we see that their revenue is 79% from Shopify online versus 21% from PayPal. You can also see their revenue at over $520,000 for the month of August, which was a decrease of 14% from the previous month. You can also see refunds, as well as customer lifetime revenue, your average transaction value, and the repurchase rate. At the bottom, you have a nice visual representation of the revenue per channel, and you can look at them both or single one out by deselecting one. In this case, you can deselect PayPal and see Shopify online, or vice versa. The executive report provides contextual information that helps you understand how internal versus external factors are influencing these metrics: gross revenue, unique visitors, transactions, and average transaction value. Internal factors could be something like a new web store design or marketing campaigns that you're running, whereas an external factor could be something like the holiday season. For this store, we see that their gross revenue decreased by 14% from July to August, and we can also see that their peer group decreased by 20%. And I explain in a bit more detail how we established that peer group in our benchmark report video. Also, we can see that this store decreased 5% for the same time period, but in the previous year. We have here in the fourth column a peer forecast for the following month. Interestingly, we see that this store increased by visitors 15%, which is great, particularly compared to their peer group. However, if we look at an increase in visitors of 15% and a decrease in revenue by 14%, we can deduct that they're having challenges with their conversion rate. We can also see a nice feature here by clicking on the acquisition channel that gives you a nice breakdown of each channel. So if you wanted to see, for example, how you were doing with just organic referral and email channels, you could do so. And you can also see how you're doing by revenue per channel. The benchmark report enables you to see your store's strengths and weaknesses by comparing your metrics against your peer group. Your peer group is the 100 stores most similar to you in terms of product category, revenue, average transaction value, and other key metrics. Benchmarking helps you objectively understand how well different aspects of your store are performing, and our color-coordinated system makes it easy to see at a glance where you're doing well and where you're doing poorly. Green indicates you're in the top 25th percentile of your peers, whereas red shows that you're in the bottom 25th percentile. For this store, we see that the repurchase rate is red at 2%, and by clicking on it, we can access the graph on the right that shows how repurchase rate has done over time and how it's done relative to its peer group. They may want to consider something like loyalty programs or subscriptions to help boost not only repurchase rate, but customer lifetime revenue. And if we look at the customer acquisition cost, a vital metric, we can see that for this channel, paid Google ads, it's costing $12.60 for this month to acquire a customer. However, the customer lifetime revenue is $116, meaning it's a highly profitable channel. However, their conversion rate is only average. If we look at the customer acquisition cost of the next channel, paid Facebook ads, we see that it's costing $161, and we've already seen that the customer lifetime revenue is only $116, meaning they're burning money with this channel. Additionally, Their conversion rate is low compared to their peer group at only 0.4. In fact, if we look at all the channels, we see their conversion rate, with the exception of the referral channel, they're all yellow or red, meaning there's a lot of space for improvement. They could explore improvements with their user experience and driving more relevant traffic to their website. Particularly here with the conversion rate of 0.8, this is troubling when we consider that this organic channel is accounting for almost half of their visitors. Their bounce rate is also high, meaning they'll want to put some extra attention towards this channel. Down at the bottom, we can also see, for example, page load time. And here, you can access the graph, and we've actually done a lot of research on page load time, and what we found is that for every 1 second you decrease in page load time, you can increase revenue by 2%. The acquisition report enables you to compare how well your acquisition channels are performing, both in terms of volume and quality. By clicking here, you can access different time periods, and you can see that Google AdWords attributed for 17% of their revenue. You can see that's $92,000 for the month of August. And you can see that their average transaction went down 3%, while customer acquisition cost went up 22% compared to the last month. Their ROI was 777%, a highly profitable channel. On the other hand, Facebook ads performed dismally at negative 30% ROI. We have the opportunity to switch between revenue or visitors. We can also see bounce rate as well as conversion rate. If we stick with revenue per visitor, we see that their most valuable channel was the referrals, and we can see their email accounted for just under 7%, and we know from our research that our top performing stores are generating close to 15% of their revenue via email, so they may want to consider upping their efforts here, particularly considering that it's an inexpensive channel for marketing. The Insights Report provides tailored growth recommendations to boost your store's performance. We create the recommendations by studying the results of our more than 10,000 stores, analyzing your benchmark performance, and drawing logical conclusions based on your overall performance. Our first recommendation is to utilize personalized product recommendations, which could increase this store's revenue by more than $197,000 a month. We can make this prediction because we've studied how personalized product recommendations impact your revenue, conversion rate, and average transaction value. When you click on the recommendation, you can dive a bit deeper and you receive actionable advice on how to apply it. You see that we recommend driving more Google AdWords traffic. As discussed earlier, it's a highly profitable channel, so raising the budget makes sense. We also recommend additional efforts to improve the conversion rate for this store's organic search channel. We saw earlier that it accounts for nearly half of their traffic, yet perform poorly compared to their peers.